Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Lessons for Life from Swami Jagdatmananji's inspiring book, Learn to Live, Volume 2, Chapter 5, Transformation Through Prayer. This is the touching story of a young girl, a young widow, who was blessed profusely by Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. The title of the episode is Lord Answers the Girl's Call. Swami Nirvanananda, one of the attendants of Swami Brahmananda, narrates an incident. Swami Nirvanananda later became one of the vice presidents of the Ramakrishna order. It was in the year 1918, Swami Brahmananda, affectionately known as Maharaj, was then staying at Balram Bose's house in the Bagh Bazaar area of Calcutta. I was with him, being his attendant at the time. On this particular day, Maharaj had just finished his lunch. Generally, he took rest about this time. Swami Nirvanananji continues his narration. I was sitting on a bench outside his room when a young girl and her brother arrived. The girl asked permission to see Maharaj, Swami Brahmananji. I told her that it would not be convenient for him to see her now. She began to cry. Swami Saradananda had told her to come. And she pleaded, "Look, I will only prostrate before Brahmananji Maharaj and then go away. Kindly arrange it for me." Moved by her plight, I again went to Maharaj, Swami Brahmananji. I told him, Sharat Maharaj has sent this girl. She only wants to bow down and then she will go. After I mentioned Swami Sharadananji's name, Brahmananji agreed to see her. Later, I learned that while prostrating, the girl, overwhelmed with emotion, began to sob. Maharaj suddenly went into an ecstatic mood and became silent and motionless. After a while, he looked at the girl and said, "Get up, my child. Tell me what has happened." But the girl was still weeping. She stood up but was unable to speak for some time. The girl stood up but was unable to speak for some time. Then, pointing to a picture of Sri Ramakrishna, which Maharaj had in his room, she said, "He has asked me to come to you. Sri Ramakrishna has asked me to come to you." She narrated her story. She was married at the age of 14. Only 2 weeks after her marriage, the husband died. Her future looked very dark, and in her despair, she wept bitterly and incessantly prayed to God, "O Lord, what will become of me? I am so lonely and helpless. What shall I do? Please show me the way." After a year or so, one night, Sri Ramakrishna appeared to her in a dream and said, "Don't weep. My son Rakhal is living in Bagh Bazaar. Go to him. He will help you." She did not know anything about Sri Ramakrishna or Rakhal, and she wondered how could she go to Bagh Bazaar, which was far away from where she lived. She did not mention her dream to anybody in her father-in-law's house, but went to her mother and told her everything. Her mother knew about Sri Ramakrishna. On learning about him from her, the girl went to Bagh Bazaar with her brother. There she inquired if a holy man lived nearby. She was told that several holy men, sadhus, were living at the Udbodhan center of the Ramakrishna order. Swami Saradananda was staying there at the time. She told him about her vision of Sri Ramakrishna, and the Swami sent her to Balaram Mandir to see Maharaj. The girl was with Maharaj for more than 2 hours. Finally, Maharaj called me. As I entered the room, I noticed that the girl had received initiation. Maharaj asked me to get some food for her and her brother. After this meeting, the girl came often to see Maharaj, and I saw her once or twice at the Belur monastery after Maharaj's passing away in 1922. Swami Brahmananda had blessed her with spiritual initiation, mantra diksha. He gave her guidance to proceed on the spiritual path. Through intense prayer, she attained spiritual progress and in turn guided many women on the spiritual path. Swami Jagdatmananji concludes that in response to her sincere prayer, God had shown her the path to his own abode. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.